All right, they always worry about this when you have a conflagration. Fighting in Iraq forcing the shutdown of its largest oil refinery today. Officials blaming mortar attacks by militants who've taken control of a nearby town. Now, oil workers were evacuated, a cautionary move. Oil prices have been pushing higher as those militants push closer to Baghdad. But today, prices pulling back a bit because actual supply on the overall markets has not been affected. It's the fear that it will that's been driving this. Still, if you're getting ready to gas up, you might want to watch out because gas prices once again are expected to hit another high, a 6-year high. We shall see. And the oil guys aren't the only ones keeping an eye on Iraq. Real estate agents are too. It's true, because if the Iraq conflict gets worse, my next guest is betting that the housing market could take a hit. Connie DeGroot is a real estate broker in California. And Connie, your argument is anything unsettles potential buyers, right? It's just another thing to make them nervous, right?
Absolutely. Right now, I'm finding that I feel that people are watching. It might be, something that people check into once in a while. I don't feel that people are changing their spending habits right now because of this. But certainly if it gets worse, anything that is unsettling with the economy is going to cause people to hit a pause and maybe wait before they make a sizable purchase. So I am looking at it, but I was at open houses this morning, and I was actually just listening to hear if anybody was talking about this, because I always start my day watching the national news, and I did not hear anybody talking about it, nor have my clients over the last, week said anything to me. They're still out there buying and really kind of concerned with just trying to find the home that they can afford or to beat somebody else out in a multiple offer. So that's what's happening right here in Los Angeles right now.
That would make sense. I think we're only aware of this stuff when everything hits the fan. I can remember, and I'm old here, that when we had the first Iraq war, once we went into Kuwait, that there was a fear that could lead to World War III. I mean, hard as it is to believe. I mean, that was a genuine fear at the time when it looked like that would not be the case. The pall that was on the economy and on oil prices and even freezing home activity suddenly lifted. But people need to be convinced that it will lift, right, and that it won't escalate.
That's right. And I mean, that scares me. I remember that as well. I also remember in the 70s when I was, you had to wait for 2 hours just to get gas. That's and right. You had to carpool. But a lot of people are not paying attention. And we've also heard a lot of conflicts in the Middle East many times before, and somehow they just kind of go away. But if prices start to really drastically rise at the pump, that is definitely going to hit the housing market. And so I'm concerned about it, but I'm hoping that this will be resolved sometime soon.
All right, now, what's the biggest impediment right now? Is it folks who are told they're having a difficult time getting a loan, or the people who are buying with cash? What's the drive?
Well, what I'm finding here in Los Angeles, that prices have really risen so sharply that people just, they're finding that, what they could afford a year ago, they can't afford anymore. We're also seeing that there are investors and builders that are aggressively chasing those lot value homes and driving up those prices in the nice markets, in the Santa Monica, Palisades, Beverly Hills. Those markets are really sharply rising for new homes and those lot values. But everything else is, it's hard for most people to squeeze into a home. I'm trying to help somebody find a decent home for $2 million, and we're still not there yet.
Who do you
There's
represent?
A lack of supply.
Billionaires? I mean...
I'm
kidding.
You know what? But the thing is, we are really sharply down in our supply of homes here in Los Angeles, and that's really the core of the problem.
Well, I understand it is. Connie, thank you very much.
Nice to be with you.